In addition to the distributive property, there are lots of other properties. One is the commutative property. The commutative property basically says that it doesn't matter what order you multiply things in, you'll get the same answer either way. So for example, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and negative 2 times 3 is also negative 6. The commutative property also holds true for addition and just addition actually. So you could have 2 plus 3 being the same thing as 3 plus 2, or A plus B being the same thing as B plus A. The associative property says that if you're using three terms or three factors that you want to multiply together, it doesn't matter how they're grouped. So you'll see here how if you were to read this left to right, you can see the A first, the B second, and the C third on both the left and right hand of the equal sign, but what changes is the grouping, where the parenthesis is. So it doesn't matter whether if you're doing negative 6 times 2 times 3, it doesn't matter whether you do the negative 6 times 2 first, and then take that answer and multiply it by the 3, or if you do the 2 times 3 first and take that answer and multiply it by the negative 6. Again, this also holds true for addition. So, for example, if I had A plus B plus C, it wouldn't matter whether I added the first two first, got that answer, and then added the third term, or if I added the second two first, took that answer and added the first term, I'd get the same answer either way. The next property is the identity property, and for multiplication, it just says that any number times 1 is itself. So 8 times 1 is 8. Addition also has an identity property, but the identity for addition is 0. Any number plus 0 is itself. So 7 plus 0 is 7. That's another example of the identity property, but for addition instead of multiplication. The property of 0 for multiplication just says that any number times 0 is 0. So 4 times 0 is 0. For opposites, this just says if you do a number times negative 1, you get the opposite of that value. So 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and 3 and negative 3, those are opposites.